Morning everybody, how are you all? As you can tell, I've still got this, I've got stuff all over me. I've still got this cold going on, and to be honest with you, I feel really rough. I'll probably look it, I feel pale, and this is not me at all. Now I've got a couple of announcements to make as well. And I'll go over those with you at the end, so stay tuned to listen out for that. Now today I thought I'll just show you, I'm doing a garland and the theme is silvers. So appropriately I'm using a grey garland. Now this is 6 foot garland. Now we're going to do like an easy way of doing this, okay? Now this is a garland to go on ladies' stairs, and I'm not actually fluffing it up. So when you're doing a garland, and if you can't, for whatever reason, do it, put it together while it's on the stairs or on the banisters or whatever, do it like this. This is another way of doing your garland. Now, we're not actually fluffing it up. What we are doing is making it so it's completely flat like this, okay? When you buy garlands, they normally come all wrapped up. Did I ask everybody if you was all right, if you're all well? Apologies if I didn't. I'll say it again now. Hope you're all doing good and not feeling like me. Anyway, I'm still convinced this is all long COVID. You know, still breathless, just feel run down. It's just not me. I'm just not with it at the minute. I'm sorry, and you know, apologies if I sound low and I'm not my bubbly self. I'm just not feeling it. So my deepest apologies for that. But anyway, I wanted to come on and you know, touch base with everybody, check everybody's all right, and we'll have a quick chat in anyway. So, back to the garland. So, depending on what style you're doing your garland, this garland I'm actually doing a deco mesh one. And the funny thing is, I don't even know if I've got enough deco mesh. Actually, I think I have. And I don't know if I showed you the wreath, but this is to go with a wreath. So the lady had a matching set, a wreath and a garland. I'll show you the wreath. I'm not sure if I did show it to you in the last video. Anyway, I'll show you again. So we're kind of matching it to that one. We're using some of those white feathers I bought. Do you remember the little round discs of little feathers? We're using some of those. The masquerade mask, I've got a couple of those to put on here as well. And some white and silver deco mesh. So we're going to use that as well. Anyway, so we're going to completely, now this is 6 footer. I've stretched it along here. I'm just going to put a board on my sink so that this doesn't fall down into the sink. Not that there's anything in the sink, but you know, we don't want to do that. Put my board on there. Right, now, you can these garlands also will sit nice on your mantle, so that's why you can have it nice and flat like this. You can have it that way, you can have it that way. You can have it on the top of your kitchen units. I can't reach mine, but anyway, you know what I mean. And in here, because I'm you know, quite lucky I suppose, I've got this nice big kitchen worktop. It's nice to have it running right the way along the edge of the worktop. So I'll show you that as well at the end. Anyway, so this is the best way to do your garland. Now, if you're finding it hard to try and make it as flat as possible, lay it on the floor and gently step over it with your feet like that, just to squish it, because what you want to try and do, you want the spine, which is your wire, running all the way through here, as you can, don't know if you can see that. Let's bring it a bit closer. Your spine, so here's your spine, here, right the way down, okay? There it is there. running all the way through. What you want to do is keep it as straight and flat as possible. So if you've got someone who can help you, get the other person to hold one end, you hold the other one and pull it. Pull it tight to stretch it out, because that's what you want it, nice and flat. And as I say, put it on the floor and go down the middle, but just gently, because some of these are, I mean, this one is quite a thick wire, but some of them, you know what I've showed you before, they're quite skinny and they just fall apart. So I wouldn't recommend doing it that, but if you think the garland, the wire is nice and thick, then yeah, put it on the floor and step on it all the way along to flatten it out. Obviously make sure your floor's clean. Right, now, okay, so I've completely fluffed this out now. Not fluffed it out, we're not fluffing it out. I've completely made it nice and flat. Now, in this video, I'm sorry to say, I'm going to have to, excuse me, I'm out of breath again. I'm going to have to edit some of it. And that is just because I'm not feeling 100%. So I'm going to probably do a bit, stop it, have a sit down, have a breather, have a drink, and then come back. So excuse me for, I'm not actually editing it, but stopping the video. So you'll have little breaks in between. So apologies now for that. Anyway, that's what we're going to do. So do this bit first. Now I'm going to go and get my cutting board, my mesh. I've got some bits and pieces over here. I've got my, excuse me, my rotary cutter. But what I'm finding with my rotary cutter now is I need to change the blade. So if you're cutting your mesh and it's catching with your blade on your rotary cutter, then you need to change the blade. Mine's now catching, so I definitely need to get a new blade for this one. As I'm going up the mesh, it's not cutting it completely and it's catching. So if you're finding that you're doing your mesh and you're thinking, oh, why is this not doing it? It's because you need to change your blade. So bear that in mind when you're doing that. By the way, this make is called Amtech, and I think this actually, you can get these on Amazon, but I'm pretty sure they do it in the range, because I know they do that make of tools in the range, because I've seen them in there. She's drinking me hot honey and lemon. Okay, right, so I'm just going to come off camera for a bit. Sit down, have a quick drink of me lemon, get me bits and pieces together, and I'll be back. So I'll see you in a moment. Okay, people, I'm sorry, I'm going to wear a mask. So I don't know if you can hear me and if it's a bit muffled, but I feel more, I think I've just swallowed something. There must have been a bit of dust or something in this mask, because as I'm breathing in, it's gone down my bloody throat. And this is a brand new mask, I can't believe it. I feel more comfortable wearing a mask because I'm working on, you know, someone's garland. And I don't want to be putting my germs on it. So I feel, you know, more comfortable wearing a mask. So that's what I'm doing. So bear with me while I've got my mask on. Sorry if it's muffled. Anyway, this is the inspiration. So this is what we're doing. We are matching. So on here, I've got feathers. I've got my masquerade mask, deco mesh, and covered in them beautiful ribbons. I'll show you close up after, but I'm going to get on and do this. So I've cut all my mesh. I'm going to tip the camera down. I've cut all my mesh at 20 inches, and we've got about 15 cuts. So sorry, bear with me while I tip the camera down. I'm going to fast forward it in a second. I've already done a couple, as you can see here, but just quickly do another one so you can see. And then I'm going to fast forward it and I'm going to get it all done. So, there's my little clip. So my little clip, weigh it down on one end, tuck it under itself so you don't get the fraying, clip it, swish it round, roll it a couple of times again, and just walk your fingers up to the centre. Drop your clip now, and we want these ends, this end and this end, to touch, and as you can see it does. Place it on the spine, get your twist ties and twist it on. Okay, that's how we're working it all the way down the garland. So I'm going to do all of that, fast forward it, do all that for you, and then we'll come back right at the end and then we'll start adding our elements. What I'm doing now is I'm using as well to add a bit of shimmer. So this is tulle, T-U-L-L. I can never say it right. I don't know whether it's pronounced tulle. Anyway, I'm getting all tanked up. I'm going to use some of this as well. It is just a bit like Deca mesh. It's very fine, but you can use it just like Deca mesh. So I'm going to add some of that also in the garland as well. So I'm also going to do this at 20 inches. You can still do it with your rotary cutter. 3, 4, 5. I'll do another 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll do 2 more because I'm pretty sure I did ended up doing like 17 cuts in the end, so I needed an extra 2 of Deca mesh. Anyway, so we've cut all that up. Let's move that out of the way. Only thing with the tulle is it gets really wrapped up with the mesh. It really sticks to it. So while you're cutting, just keep it away from your mesh. We're going to do the same principle. Now with the tulle, it doesn't roll back on itself, so it doesn't matter. Lay it flat, pinch it in the middle, and just gather it all the way. Again, you're just making little tiddy bow ties, but it gives that extra bit of shimmer and sparkle. Find your tie, which we're using, the one in the middle. I'm not even going to undo it, don't need to, because our ties are long enough in the middle. Get your middle bit, put it in the middle there, and just twist it over. And that's it. Now we may cut these bits off, but I don't want to cut them off yet because I may add the ribbon, or I may add the ribbon at the side. So I may just tuck it over. And then after we've done the whole thing, I'm just going to go around and fluff it up. But can you see, it just gives that little pop of shimmer. So I'm going to work my way down, doing this again, all the way down the garland. And the glitter's already coming off of this, so spray it with your hairspray if you want to, just to make sure that you don't lose so much glitter, because it has got glitter on it and it is coming off. So I'm going to give it a little spray as I go along as well, and a little spray. You don't need much, it's only hairspray. So we're going again, gather it in the middle and add it to the middle of your twist ties, and that's it. And then you can, as I say, cut them off after, or keep them long if you want to, whatever you want to do. And there you see, can you see, just giving it that extra little bit of puffiness, you know what I mean, a bit more glam, filling it up a little bit more. So I'm going to carry on, I'm going to do the whole lot, and then I'm going to come back at the end. Okay, right, now I've done the mesh, and we've also done the little tulle, if you can see. Now look how pretty that is. Already, if you didn't want to put anything else in there, you could just do that. And it will just look absolutely lovely. It's full up, it looks lovely and fluffy and lush, what we like. But I must say that the garland itself, because it's grey silvery, it does blend better with this type of mesh. If you were going with your more traditional colours, like so your green, and you're having a green or evergreen garland, let's say, then I wouldn't use this colour mesh with the green garland. I would use reds, golds, You could probably use silver, but this is more of a grey silver, so I definitely wouldn't use this colour with an evergreen garland. So I have, as I say, I've done all this. I've got my ribbons out, I've got my masquerade mask, so it's just about now placing everything to see where I'm going to put it and then attaching it. So I'm placing first, and I'm going to use 3 feathers. So I'm going to have one at the end, one in the middle, one at the other end. I'm only using 2 of the masks, so I'm going to have one in this section and one in this section up here. That spreads that out. Straight away that's full up. I've also got some silver white poinsettias. I'm going to fluff them up as well. I'm going to also use those. Probably, how many have I got? Let me think. I've only got 3 of them. So maybe, let's bring that forward a bit. Bring that forward a bit. Yeah, I think we'll just have 2 poinsettias. One in between the feather and the mask this end, so that end. I'm actually thinking of maybe swapping this out and doing a lovely big bow in the middle. Or, no, I'm not actually. I may leave that in the middle and the bottom of the banister, so let's make out this is the bottom, do a great big bow. So as it's hanging at the bottom of the banister, the bow will hang down. I think we'll do that. So I'm going to start by preparing all these bits and pieces. Some of them have got ribbons on them, but I'm going to use silver pipe cleaners. And what I'm going to do is keep the ribbon, but I don't need the ribbon so long. I actually want the ribbon to be taut. So I'm going to probably cut the ribbon down a little bit, put Fredel in my pipe cleaner, just give it a twist. I'm going to cut the ribbon here and just put a little tiny bit of glue. Scissors, who's got the scissors? Good question, Nicola. Who's got the scissors, she says. I'll probably put them away as well. I'm going to go grab them, 1 minute. Right, I decided to boil the kettle while I'm at it. Okay, so let's cut the ribbon. Actually, let's cut it first. Let's tie it. That's a better idea. Right, that's so we know that that's on there nice and tight. We'll do a double knot on there. Is that secure on there? Yeah, I'm going to put a tiny little bit of glue. I am here, now. I'm just keeping my extension lead out of the way. Do you know what I'm like? I'll trip over it. Now let's cut the ribbon. That's better. We'll just let that set for a second and then we're going to place it. We're going to place it right in the middle. I'm going to cut these down a little bit because they're a bit long. So we're going to place it right in the middle. So we're on our second deco mesh. Yeah, make sure you really let that dry because it's all the glue is now coming off of my fingers with the feathers. We're going to place it on our second deco mesh. We're not untying the twist ties. We're literally wrapping around. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but it's a bit awkward to show the camera on this bit. But you're literally tying it around the twist tie, tucking in the pipe cleaner or twist tie, whatever you want to call it. And there you have it, okay? I'm going to do the one in the middle here. Bring it down a little bit. Exactly the same process. In fact, I'm going to use this little end bit because that'd be fine. It's so light. Put it in the bottom. Don't know if you can see that. So all I've done is just threading it through. Tying it right towards the bottom of the ribbon. Give it a little twist. Cut the loop because all we want to do is tie it up. It's literally just as secure. I'm not going to put any glue on it actually, because that is going to hold it quite, is it? Yeah, that will hold it quite nice, that's fine. Let's do it again. Perfect. Let's trim the ribbon off. Oh, she says. Oh God, that's it. And there we have a little twist tie. We're going to the middle, and I'm literally eyeballing this middle. 1, 2, 1, 2, it really needs to go in there. Let's do it on this one here. I'm just going to twist tie it. Like so. And the added bonus of not gluing this in is you can change your colour scheme. Well, you can pull it out if you've got glue on it, but when you're twist tying things, let's say for instance you want to use this garland for next, you know, for the following year, but you want to change the colours up. You can take everything off. So it's not set in stone, it's not glued, we're just placing it on the top and we can take things out. Okay, now we're going to do the same with our mask. Exactly the same process. Get our twist ties. Now with the mask, they've actually got a little loop under there, so we can literally put in our pipe cleaner there. So I'm going to cut a pipe cleaner in half. Cut the ribbon off. And put our twist tie right in the loop. Twist it a little bit, so now we've got our pipe cleaner here, you can see it there. And we're going to kind of face the masks towards us, so the nose is going to face our bellies. But we're doing it at an angle, so it's not going to be dead straight like that, I want it at an angle. And now I've got caught. Where are we? Oh, our poinsettia is going to be there, isn't it? So we're going to do it about here. So let's find a twist tie. And there's one under there. And then it's a bit of an awkward thing because actually what I should have done was keep the twist tie long, then cut it. Because it's fiddly now because I've made it too short. But that's fine. We can work with that, people. We can work with that. Yeah, that's nice and secure. Done. Perfect. Okay, let's do these. Now, these come from Home Bargains. They're not great, but they're all right. Right, everybody. So, I'm back. So we're doing our poinsettias. Now, I've taken out the little bit in the middle because it's just falling out. I'm going to get a pipe cleaner, or twist tie, whatever you want to call it. And I'm literally threading it through the middle. So I'm separating the leaves, threading it through all the way. I'm going to leave it fairly long so I've got something to play around with and it looks like that. Tie it nice and tight. And we're going to poke it right in the middle, in this bit here. But I'm going to find a gap. I'm going to do it on the middle bit here. Get my twist tie, find the spine of the garland. Oh, yeah. And tie it round. Don't pull it so tight that it's going to sink right into the mesh. Give it a bit of slack, because we want to see it. And then get your hands underneath and tie it, and we can cut all the bits off after. And there we have it. Fluffy bits of leaves up. I'm probably going to put a little bit of glitter on this actually. Let's see. Right, let's get a bit of shimmer going on. So I've got the iridescent glitter, I've got the spray. Give it a little spray. And just put a little bit on there. Then we'll go back over it to seal it. I'm going to put a bit more actually on the corners. Give it a good helping. Done. And then just lightly over the top. There you go. Right, now, I want to put this back in the middle, but I'm going to cut this quite short because otherwise it's going to stick up. So we're going to cut this bit about there, so it's nice and short. And then a bit of hot glue. And then we'll put it right in the middle. Just going to hold it for a second just to hold it in place. Right. Now, I'm going to do exactly the same with the other poinsettia up this end. Add my mask to this bit. And then we'll start adding our ribbons. So I'll be back in a moment. Okay, now, so I've done the garland. Let's move this out there a second. It just looks lovely. Absolutely lovely. I'm going to put it on the stairs to show you, but before we do, I'm going to add, I'm going to sneeze. A minute. I'm going to walk away. Am I going to sneeze? No. Right, now, I'm going to add, not too much, but I'm going to add some like little glittery snowflakes in and around. But I'm actually going to glue them. Now, let me dot them around first so I'll see how many I've got. A couple there, a couple there, a couple there, a couple there, because I want a bit of glitter into it as well. One there, put another one there, and another one over here. Okay, right, so, let's get the glue gun back. Look, see, I'm triggering this bloody thing. And all I'm doing is putting a tiny little bit of glue. It seems to be a bit, not very hot. Tiny little bit of glue on the ends. And I'm just placing them in and around, and they will stick in and around the garland. That side and that side. I know you can't see it set. Actually, let's tip it down. Let's tip it down. That's better. You can see me now. So literally just going across there and placing it in and around. And it will catch on the deco mesh and it will stick. Oh, this is not working properly. I've got to fiddle with this in a minute. That's better. Okay, that's it. So in and around. It, as I say, they will stick. Another one. There's another one. Yeah. Maybe there. Yeah, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going right the way till I get to the other end. Actually, I think a little bit here. Oh! Glue come out a bit too much then. Bit there. Yeah, under there. I'm going to keep going. A couple more to go. There's some right the way down the bottom, and then we're going to do some ribbons and bows. Put that last one up this end. Okay. Right. Now, then I'm going to go and place it on the stairs. And we can have a little look at it, okay? Right, now we're doing our bow. So, get your bow maker out, or your bow dabber, whatever you're using. I've already started putting the ribbons on there. We're using this gorgeous glittery one. Now, what I love about this is it's silver on one side and it's white on the other side, and it's still got glitter on it. So we've got the best of both worlds. I've already put some loops on there. I'm just going to do some tails because I'm going to put this big bow at the end. So it's going to be on the post. So we're going to do really lovely, you know me with my ribbons, lovely big bows. So we're going to do like 22-inch tails, roughly. So I've already put the loops in, as I said. I'm going to cut the tails, fold it in half, pinch it in the middle and push it in. and bring your towels down towards you. And then we're going to come in with, see, I love this one as well, but I want to do that one kind of, I don't want to hide that one because I like that one. So we're going to come in with a bit of white, and then we're going to put that on the top. And I know this is thinner than that one, but I still want to see this one. So we're going to come in with a bit of white. Going to make, now I'm slightly doing this different with this. Instead of putting this one, I'm doing a bit of it on my hand first, and then I'm going to put it in. So just ignore me while I do this bit. It's just a different way of doing your bows. Straighten it all out. Flatten them out because we're going to fluff them up after. Nice long tails. Come in with another loop. Opposite side, put it in, put the bow the loop slightly smaller than the other ones. Put it in, bring down your tail to meet the other one. Now we've got a bit of white as well. Do I need any more white? No, I think that's enough. Now let's come in with this gorgeous, gorgeous ribbon. This is what I got from TK Maxx, that one. That make. Lovely. Don't need too much. I'm literally probably going to do two or three loops, possibly. I think. Yeah, let's do 2 loops. Okay, let's do 2 loops. As I say, I'm doing this slightly different today. I'm just really using my bow grabber as a holder to hold it all. I think I'll do, let's see, yeah. We'll come in with slightly smaller loop. Slightly smaller. And a slightly smaller tail. Let's see. Pinch it in there like that, push it in. And that's what we've got. So, get your pipe cleaner or your zip tie or twist tie, whatever you've got. Pull my white bits out from underneath a little bit so we can see them. And we've got a big silver one at the bottom as well to hold it into place. So, get your hand underneath, hold it tight and push it together like this. That's what you want to hold it tight. Push it together, wrap your pipe cleaner, twist tie, whatever you've got, wire, zip tie, pull it and twist. And then we're going to have our lovely bow. I'm going to fluff it all up. Don't pull the loops too hard. You're just literally rounding them up. If you pull them too hard and you haven't got your wire tight enough, you're going to pull the whole thing out. So just go gently, but get the shape you want. And it will all come together. Just practice, 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 practice. And that just looks absolutely loving. That it looks gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. When I put it on there, you'll see it look much nicer. So that is going to come towards our end. Now, I'm going to go and put this on the stairs. And then I'm going to take the camera out there and you can see exactly what it looks like. So I'll see you in a moment. Okay, now, got it on the stairs. Ignore the bottom one. This is the candy cane one, but I'll show you that in a second. So what I've done, I've done the bow. Now I haven't attached it to the garland. I've put it on the post. So you can either have it attached if you want to here, which is here, or it just looks nice on the post. So you can have it either way. You can have it this way facing you there, or you can turn it round so that when you're coming your front door, you see your bow, and as you walk to the side, you see your garland. it just looks stunning. This is a really, really lovely statement piece, especially with that wreath. It just goes gorgeous. If you're having your bow that way, which obviously you can do, it just depends on your entryway, however way your stairs are facing. But you can have, if you want to make your tails curly, these satin ones are the perfect one to do a curly tail with. So gently put it towards you, stretching the ribbon out like this with your fingers. Get the end and wrap it round your finger. Once you've wrapped it round, you take your finger out, pinch it together with your, these two, can't think what they're called, and just roll it. Roll it up and you've got a little curl. I'll bring the camera closer. And you can see the little curl. Where is it? Here you go. So we'll do the other one. So you can, curl it or don't curl it, it's entirely up to you. Let me just fluff that up a bit. Love this ribbon, such a lovely ribbon. And that one is just gorgeous. I'm not going to curl that one because we want to see it. Where's the other white one? Here it is. So bring that tail around a little bit. Just stretch it gently towards you. Get your finger. Roll it around your finger a couple of times, then take your finger out, pinch it both sides, and just gradually roll up to however you want it. And as you can see, you've got your little curl. So you can have your curls or you can have it straight, whatever you want to do. Fluff it up. Make sure, now I haven't dovetailed these ends, so I'm going to dovetail those. Those ones I'll have. And there you've got your gorgeous ribbon. And you're gorgeous, gorgeous. If I take this back, garland. Look at that, fits absolutely perfect. Right the way down, 6 foot. And I know you're all going to say to me now, well, what's this one doing here? And I've got a wreath there and another wreath there. I'll show you those. So this one actually is for a lovely lady, and this is my candy cane garland. And it's actually going around the front door. So as you can see, we've got all the elements on there. It's jam-packed, looks absolutely lovely. Lots of ribbons on there as well. And round the front door, it's just going to look stunning. So we've got 3 of those, one either side of the front door and obviously the one across the top. So it's in 3 sections. So that's the candy cane one. We've also got the candy cane wreath, which is up here. This again is for a lovely lady. Well, they're all my ladies, all my gents. Great. Everybody's so nice. Anyway, so this is another one. This is a candy cane wreath, obviously. Full jam-packed with deco mesh. It's actually done on an evergreen base. And like I said, I prefer to use a evergreen wreath base or the grey, whatever, but I just prefer the actual, that type of wreath base rather than the wireframe. I just prefer it. It's just easier for me. And it's just full up, it's lovely. And then the other wreath I've done, which is this one over here. I'll bring you closer, I'll show you. This is for another lady, and she wanted silver and red. So obviously we've got the lovely big silver and red bow, little silver ice skates hanging down, lots of baubles. This one is on the grey wreath, which is the same. I'll show you in a minute. I've got a lead, look, on here, and it's hanging around. This is on the wreath base, what matches that garland, the grey garland. So as you can see, just tucked in, I don't know if you can see it actually, let me bring it forward. So this is the back of it, so you can see, that's the wreath frame. These are brilliant. And you think you can get them now? You can't. These was in the range. I bought these ages ago. I think they were maybe $9.99, yeah, they was about $9.99, but they are full up. Really lovely, thick, and I wish they had more, and they never, and I'm glad I picked them up when I did. Really lovely wreaths they were. And it just sits nice with all these colours. So there you are, folk. Now for my little announcements. You're probably thinking, what's she going to say? What's she going to say? Got to say that I'm not leaving, but I'm having a break. So this is my last one before Christmas. I think everything is just taking its toll on me, and I need just to relax. So I'm not going to be doing any more this side of Christmas. I'm giving myself a whole break. I'm going to come back in the new year, hopefully feeling better, nice and fresh, with some lovely new ideas, you know, designs and things like that. So yeah, it's quite sad that I'm not going to be with you through the Christmas period. But as I say, I just need now to wind down, and it's really taking its toll on me. And I'm worrying because I worry about I'm not coming on to see you guys. I'm not answering people's comments because I'm so tired all the time, and I don't want to be in that situation. I want to be, you know, on the ball, on top of everything. You sending me a comment, me answering you. And at the moment, I'm just not doing it. So sending my deepest apologies to everybody who sent me loads and loads of comments. And if I haven't answered you, I'm so sorry. But now I'm going to take a break. I can answer everybody's comments. So I'm going to be sitting down, relaxing and doing that. So I will be answering you. But as I say, I won't be back on camera until the new year. So to everybody out there, look after yourselves, take care. I'm going to miss you all. I'm going to miss our chats. I will answer all your comments. But just bear with me while I go through them all. My hair's caught on this. A minute. And look out for me in the new year because I'm gonna do lots of stuff. I'm changing the name on my channel from Nikki Clifford to Bits, Bobs and Bubbles. So if you see that pop up, it's me. I'm going to try and be more proactive with it. I'm going to try and leave all the links for you below and things like that, which I'm not doing at the moment. And I think it's just because I can't concentrate. And now I'm steaming up. So yeah, so look out for me in the new year. Take care, everybody. Look after yourselves. Have a fantastic holiday season. And I will see you all in the new year. So love to you all. Take care. Sending love, hugs, virtual hugs, kisses, everything else. Do lots of crafts. If I can, I'm going to try and do a Facebook craft page. Now I'm going off and saying goodbye. I'm going back again now, aren't I? Well, that's one of the things I wanted to say as well. So I want to try and set up, and I've said this before, but now I'm going to have a rest. I've got time to do it. So I'm going to set up a kind of craft page on Facebook where you can send all your, it's not going to be a business page, so it's not for selling, it's just for showing. So you can go on there and you can post. If you've done a wreath, put it on there. It does not matter what it looks like. If you think it looks crap, we probably won't. So post it. But look out for that. I will put if you follow me on my page, I will put a little advert on there to let you know when I'm going to be uploading it. And it may not be this side of Christmas. It may be after Christmas. But in the meantime, take all your photographs of all your decorations, your trees, your wreaths, everything. Then when I do put it on, whether it's after Christmas, it doesn't matter. We can put everything on there so we can all look at each other's decorations. So look out for that. Stay tuned on that. Follow me on my page. I will put a little post up on there so you can see when that's going to happen. And any other notices will go on there. But do take care, everybody. Love to you all, and I'll see you all very soon in the new year. Have a lovely holiday season. Bye.